Have you been looking at the wrong SUV all along? Did you realize that one bad buying decision could quietly drain thousands of dollars from your retirement, leave you struggling to get in and out of your vehicle every day, and even increase your chances of being injured in a crash? Every year, countless older Americans spend $35,000 to $55,000 on SUVs that deliver stiff rides, poor visibility, awkward controls, and expensive repairs. Meanwhile, a handful of models consistently stand above the rest in safety, reliability, comfort, and ease of driving. Consumer Reports and other respected automotive safety organizations continue to praise these SUVs because they excel in the areas that matter most to senior drivers. Today, we're counting down the 7 best SUVs for seniors, starting from number 7 and working our way to the absolute best choice. We'll explain why each SUV deserves its place and talk about things that make life easier for older drivers. Let's begin. Number 7. Hyundai Tucson. While flashier competitors often steal the spotlight, the Tucson focuses on something much more valuable for seniors, making everyday driving effortless. One of its biggest strengths is accessibility. The seat height is nearly perfect, meaning you don't have to climb up like you're entering a truck or drop down like you're sitting in a sedan. You simply slide in naturally, reducing strain on aging knees, hips, and backs. Visibility is another major advantage. Large windows, relatively thin roof pillars, and an upright driving position provide an excellent view of surrounding traffic. Parking lots become less intimidating, and changing lanes requires far less guesswork. Ride comfort also deserves praise. The suspension absorbs rough pavement remarkably well, preventing the constant jolts that can aggravate arthritis or chronic back pain during longer drives. Technology has also improved dramatically. The latest Tucson offers features like adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assistance, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, forward collision warning, and automatic emergency braking. These systems work quietly in the background, providing an extra layer of confidence without constantly interrupting the driver. Fuel economy is another strong point, especially with the hybrid version, allowing retirees on fixed incomes to spend less time and money at gas stations. Consumer Reports has consistently rated the Tucson highly for owner satisfaction, predicted reliability, and overall value, making it one of the smartest choices in its class. Number 6. Subaru Forester. The Forester has built a reputation for being incredibly practical, especially among older drivers who value simplicity over flashy design. Perhaps its biggest strength is visibility. Many newer SUVs sacrifice outward visibility in favor of sleek styling, resulting in thick roof pillars and tiny rear windows. The Forester takes the opposite approach. Its upright shape, expansive windows, and commanding driving position provide one of the clearest views available in any modern SUV. That translates directly into reduced stress behind the wheel. Backing out of parking spaces becomes easier. Turning through busy intersections feels safer. Monitoring pedestrians and cyclists requires less effort. The Forester also offers standard all-wheel drive on every trim, giving seniors additional confidence during rain, snow, or icy conditions without requiring complicated driving techniques. Ride quality is another highlight. The suspension is tuned for comfort rather than sportiness, soaking up rough roads with minimal cabin disturbance. Subaru's EyeSight Safety Suite remains one of the industry's most respected driver assistance packages. It includes adaptive cruise control, pre-collision braking, lane centering, lane departure warning, and other technologies designed to reduce driver fatigue. The cabin itself favors large physical controls instead of burying every function inside complicated touchscreen menus, something many seniors greatly appreciate. Cargo space is also generous. Whether it's gardening supplies, luggage for road trips, golf clubs, or mobility equipment, the Forester handles everyday tasks with ease. Number 5. Honda CR-V. For decades, the CR-V has been one of the safest recommendations anyone could make to a car buyer, and for seniors, it may be even more compelling. The latest CR-V strikes an impressive balance between comfort, reliability, efficiency, and ease of use. Nothing about it feels overly complicated, yet everything feels thoughtfully designed. One of the first things older drivers notice is how naturally the CR-V fits them. The doors open wide, the seats are positioned at an ideal height, and there's plenty of room to move around without twisting awkwardly. Whether you're 6 feet tall or considerably shorter, finding a comfortable driving position is simple. Ride quality is another major reason Consumer Reports continues to rate it so highly. The suspension smooths out rough roads without feeling overly soft, creating a relaxed driving experience on both city streets and interstate highways. The hybrid version deserves special attention. It delivers outstanding fuel economy while maintaining smooth acceleration that feels predictable instead of abrupt. That translates into fewer fuel stops and lower long-term ownership costs, something every retiree appreciates. Honda also equips the CR-V with its Honda Sensing Safety Suite, adaptive cruise control, collision mitigation braking, lane keeping assistance, traffic sign recognition, road departure mitigation, and blind spot monitoring all work together to reduce driver workload without overwhelming the driver with unnecessary alerts. Inside, the controls remain refreshingly straightforward. Physical knobs for climate functions, a clean dashboard layout, and responsive infotainment make daily operation easy, even for drivers who aren't especially comfortable with modern technology. Number 4. Toyota Highlander Hybrid. Some seniors don't just need transportation. They need space for grandchildren, groceries, luggage, medical equipment, pets, and weekend adventures all at once. That's where the Highlander Hybrid shines. Unlike many 3-row SUVs that feel enormous and intimidating, the Highlander manages to remain surprisingly easy to drive. Steering is light, visibility is excellent, and the cabin feels airy rather than bulky. The elevated seating position provides an excellent view of surrounding traffic, helping drivers anticipate hazards earlier while reducing fatigue during longer trips. The hybrid powertrain is another standout feature. Despite offering generous interior space, the Highlander Hybrid delivers fuel economy that rivals many much smaller SUVs. Over several years of ownership, those savings can easily add up to thousands of dollars. Comfort also plays a huge role in its appeal. Front seats provide excellent support, road noise is well controlled, and the suspension absorbs bumps without creating excessive body movement. Toyota Safety Sense includes automatic emergency braking, adaptive cruise control, lane tracing assist, blind spot monitoring on many trims, rear cross-traffic alert, and pedestrian detection. These technologies have earned praise from safety experts because they operate smoothly rather than aggressively. Toyota's legendary reputation for reliability remains another reason Consumer Reports frequently places the Highlander Hybrid near the top of family SUV rankings. Many owners keep these vehicles well beyond 200,000 miles with proper maintenance. We've reached the final stretch, and this is where the rankings become incredibly competitive. The remaining 3 SUVs aren't simply excellent. They represent the gold standard for senior-friendly transportation. Number 3. Lexus NX. For many seniors, luxury isn't flashy styling or blistering acceleration. It's quietness, effortless comfort, exceptional reliability, and finishing every drive feeling refreshed instead of exhausted. That's exactly what the Lexus NX delivers. Built on Toyota engineering, the NX combines premium materials with one of the strongest reliability reputations in the luxury SUV market. Consumer Reports regularly places Lexus near the very top for predicted reliability and owner satisfaction. The cabin is exceptionally quiet, allowing conversations without raising your voice and reducing fatigue on long highway trips. The supportive seats make extended drives comfortable, while the suspension absorbs road imperfections with remarkable composure. The available hybrid powertrain provides impressive fuel economy without sacrificing smooth performance. Acceleration is confident yet predictable, something many older drivers appreciate. Safety is equally impressive. Lexus equips the NX with advanced collision avoidance systems, adaptive cruise control, lane centering assistance, blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert, and pedestrian detection. Another benefit is the relatively compact exterior size. Despite offering a premium interior, the NX remains easy to park and maneuver around crowded shopping centers and narrow city streets. Number 2. Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. The RAV4 consistently ranks near the top for reliability, fuel economy, resale value, safety, and overall ownership satisfaction. For seniors looking to make one purchase that will serve them faithfully for years, that's an incredibly attractive combination. Getting in and out is easy thanks to its comfortable ride height, while supportive front seats reduce fatigue during long trips. Visibility is excellent. Controls are intuitive, and the hybrid system operates almost seamlessly. Fuel economy is outstanding, allowing retirees to stretch every gallon without giving up practicality. The cargo area easily accommodates groceries, walkers, luggage, or hobby equipment, making the RAV4 Hybrid versatile enough for everyday life. Toyota Safety Sense continues to impress with adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assistance, automatic emergency braking, road sign recognition, and other advanced technologies that help reduce driver stress. Ownership costs remain among the lowest in the segment, thanks to Toyota's reputation for durability, excellent resale value, and relatively low maintenance expenses. For seniors who value peace of mind above everything else, the RAV4 Hybrid comes remarkably close to checking every box. That brings us to the number 1 SUV. Number 1. Subaru Outback. While it's often described as a crossover rather than a traditional SUV, the Subaru Outback has repeatedly earned praise from Consumer Reports and safety experts as one of the very best vehicles for older drivers. The Outback succeeds because it focuses on real-world usability instead of flashy marketing. Its seat height makes entering and exiting exceptionally easy. The expansive windows provide outstanding visibility in every direction, helping reduce blind spots that can make driving stressful. Standard all-wheel drive inspires confidence during rain, snow, or gravel roads, while the comfortable suspension keeps passengers relaxed over long distances. The cabin is spacious without feeling oversized, and the large cargo area easily handles luggage, mobility aids, gardening supplies, or everything needed for a cross-country road trip. Subaru's EyeSight driver assistance system continues to receive strong marks for helping prevent collisions while remaining easy to live with every day. Reliability, excellent crash test performance, predictable handling, and practical design all combine to create a vehicle that's exceptionally well suited for retirement living. It's the kind of SUV many owners keep for well over a decade because it simply continues doing everything well. If your goal is confidence, comfort, safety, low stress, and dependable ownership, the Subaru Outback deserves its place at the very top of this ranking. That wraps up our countdown of the 7 best SUVs for seniors. If you found this guide helpful, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel.